Well, hey, y'all, come see me. Come see me. So where are y'all visiting from? Came from Tennessee? I know Tennessee. Whereabouts in Tennessee? Nashville? Yeah? Well, cool. I know Nashville. I like your dress. Do you know what today is? The first Sunday after, liturgical. You are right on the day. That's where I want you to be. It's also New Year's Eve. You guys, do you all do anything special for New Year's Eve for your family? You completely forgot it was New Year's? That's right, because you know that in Advent, that's when we start our New Year's, right? Oh, you just forgot. Okay. All right. Well, today's New Year's Eve, and I think a lot of families are thinking about the year that is ahead and giving thanks for the year that's passed. And I know that your grandma and your grandpa are extremely thankful to have you with them right now. And that's really important. But do you know what season it still is? Even though it's New Year's, it's still Christmas. See, we got all the poinsettias up there still. It's still technically 12 days of Christmas. And how do you know that? Because of the song, yes, exactly. And the feast day that ends the season of Christmas is Epiphany. And we're going to celebrate that next weekend. And you know what happens on Epiphany? They're not up there yet. That's because they're still on their journey. But the three wise men come and they visit the baby Jesus. And so that's one of the things that we celebrate on Epiphany is the visit of the wise men. But so since we're still firmly in the Christmas season, I know that Miss Teresa has something extra special planned for you. And where's Miss Teresa at? There she is. She's coming up. I think today, you all, if you would like, could go upstairs and maybe hear a Christmas story. Would you like that? Why not? I know her. She's really cool. Why don't you go hang out with her for a little bit? She's way cooler than me. All right? Thanks for coming today, by the way. I'm glad you're here. Like your penguin. Bye. It is still Christmas, and I don't know about you, but I can't get that Andy Williams song out of my head. You know, it starts out with like the big band, and then you just hear his voice, and he goes, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." Right? It is, right? Yes. I can assure you that is what the owner of gyms are saying today. If you are in the business of selling calendars and diaries with 2024 embossed on them, it's payday, baby. Yes. And if you are Weight Watchers, a food box service, or you sell mushroom coffee, well, I've got news for you. It's raining dollar bills, y'all. I can't get enough of it. Subscribe to too many digital services? Bye-bye. Download the Cash App this year and save yourself some money. Want a way to declutter your life and move into the new year in a more balanced fashion? There has never been a better day than today to take this limited time offer. In fact, it is the deal of a lifetime, but only if you act now. It's only $1 a month for the first 3 months. There's just something wonderful about beginning again, isn't there? I mean, we're in the Gospel of John today, the first chapter, and I'm feeling downright cosmological. There is something exciting about the promise of a new start. And in the universe that we've created, new starts are priced cheap. How easy $1 can buy the idea of a new you. And if not that, then there are a list of 52 self-help books offering almost a single-handed approach to unlocking our own potential. Promise. But no worries if reading isn't your thing. There is an app for that. Swap out doom scrolling, and start micro-learning, we'll show you how to digest a book in 15 minutes. Moreover, if resolutions aren't your thing, game it. Make it stick through play. I bet you we can find a way to make you have fun while you train yourself to drink 3 gallons of water a day. Unfortunately, the water bottle is sold separately. If you need a way to stay accountable to your reading, download Goodreads, set a goal, connect with friends, and find this year's hottest reads. Cola Fitness will give you a better rate if you work out every day. Just don't injure yourself. All contracts are subject to the terms of your agreement. Now has never been a better time to save in new furniture. It's 0 down and 0% interest for like 900 months. Just don't forget your warranty. Have you ever thought about what it'd be like if we marketed ourselves like that? Probably not, because you are definitely more reverent than I. That's because sacraments aren't for sale, right? Where are my Lutherans at? Yeah, there you go. The church is free. Hayes Heating and Cooling knows better. But why not take some time to be tongue-in-cheek here while we're at it? How would you market the Eucharist? I'm serious. Tell you what I do. I'd start off with a billboard, preferably one that lights up, and market it as like one of those bundle and save ads. Kind of like when you need to get your oil changed and somehow you get hustled into replacing every air filter that's in your car. Not just the one that's in your engine, but like your cabin air filter and like the air filter that goes with your roll-up windows, like all of those air filters. Because if you don't, then you're going to have to pay the full price later. When you think about it, it's kind of like what we do with the sacramental rite of reconciliation. Don't just come to the church for the sacrament alone, Nick. Why not bundle and save? It's in the Eucharist with everything else. Better yet, if no one uses it, perhaps the management might take into consideration the idea of making it only part of an exclusive offer, as something a part of a larger deal, so that if it ever came down to it, we could offer it with everything else. At any rate, I think that's what the Sunday ad might say. I mean, whoever went to the mechanic just to replace their air filter? You got to understand this is one side of me, the cynic. There's also another side. Right, Robert? One that knows the cost of starting over isn't cheap. Especially if grace and forgiveness are to be found in the mix. If Jesus is first, then it might go like this. There has never been a better time in your life right now than to take the offer of love that has been offered to you since the day you were born. Better yet, since the beginning of time. This isn't a cheap offer, though. Some might say it will cost you your life. But then, is your life really yours? Or is it God's? Along the way, you will be offered plenty of opportunities to return, and the greatest accomplishments you'll experience will come not through simplification, but through complication. Not through attachment, but through detachment. And not through want, but through what you give. Because in order to seek what you really want to find, you'll have to open yourself up to the terms of this agreement. They are as follows. Love. And let that love be genuine. Be gentle with each other. And be truthful. No one can read your minds. Honor everyone. Be fervent in your desire to know God more fully. And serve. You are to be a servant. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in suffering, and grieve with those who grieve, and weep with those who weep. Be constant in prayer. Be hospitable. Contribute always to the good of something. Offer hospitality. Love your enemy, even the ones that are really after you. Create harmony. Lift up the lowly. Don't rely on your own understanding, but fear the Lord. Do not seek revenge. Create peace. And probably most importantly, forgive as you have been forgiven. And if you decide to take this offer of a lifetime, make sure that you know as part of that deal that the sacraments are included at no extra cost. The debt has been paid, you see. The debt has been paid by one who was in the world because the world came into being through him. That word was made flesh and is full of grace and truth. For those who need help in knowing what love looks like more fully, they will read and pray the prayers in the rite of holy matrimony, trusting that they serve both the living and the dead, and one's relationship with God the Father. Those in need of knowing what humble service looks like will read the ordinal vows, perhaps the ones of a deacon. Those in want of forgiveness, of knowing how to honor everyone, even themselves, those who rejoice in hope, and those who seek to create harmony will probe the depths of the sacramental rite of reconciliation. Those in want of healing will find that unction is just about the epitome of grace. For to receive God's unction, all you have to do is lie there, which is a sacramental way of reminding us that God's healing presence is God's free gift to us all, and it can't be earned. Those fervent in their desire to know God will trust that after baptism, there are rites that call us to put away childlike understandings of what it means to be truthful, to be constant in prayer, to contribute, to honor our vows, even if it means doing something as hard as showing grace even to those who wrong us, or as Jesus says, to love our enemies. Those in need of encountering genuine authenticity will find hope in the covenant of their baptismal vows, which, I want to point out, is indissoluble, meaning that there is nothing that you can do to separate you from the love of God, who is forever calling you home to his banquet table, the Eucharist, where all prodigals are welcome to where the bridegroom awaits, to where sinners are made sinless through the blood of the Lamb. I think that's where you'll find the new you. Will you take that offer?